There may be a problem connecting to your server. Well, how do I know what server to use? It's like 2 hours later now. Start streaming, please. Okay, never mind. It says live, but it also still says offline. I guess it's just delayed. Chat! You don't exist. Streaming to 0 viewers, and I'm gonna be doing that for a while. That's the plan. I don't plan to grow. The way YouTube works is it'll serve the video to like a small pool of people, and then every once in a while it'll like pick a bigger sample size to see what they do, just to test your video to see like what their click-through rate is. There's an issue with the flow for sure, but the effort is there. Can't stand the step-to-step guides any longer. Like it's at this point it's all across my YouTube feed. And I don't like it. I don't want to feel stressed by all that anymore. I just want to go live, get some experience behind me, and then like maybe pop in some Discord servers and offline Reddit chats and stuff, maybe get some tips as I go. But like I actually find all those YouTube videos like here's all the things to do to start streaming, or like how to grow. A lot of that just causes mental friction because it feels like so much. It keeps saying unstable. It's way behind. We have good internet, dude. Okay, back to the resizing windows. It's actually not that hard if you just know how to press down the Alt key. Making everything fit is kind of another game within itself. How do all these streamers know how to... I want to know how to do all the things that seem like they should just be really simple, right? Like... stuff like resizing a window and stuff like make the layout look nice and pretty. I don't think I'm gonna have a beautiful layout, but sometimes you can have a simple layout and it's like totally fine. And honestly, this works. I don't like the way my hair looks right now, but I never do. So I'm a new streamer. What will I stream? I have a slideshow for this. I have prepared a little bit of something. Here's what I'm going to stream. A person in a chat saying keep up the good work. Let's assume that this is a real person and not a bot. Here's the rest of the slideshow. Genuinely, oh, not for real sure? Hold up. It says IDK, what I will stream. What the f is this? Buddy was not lying about going live with no plan. Hopefully soon. Okay, so that actually concludes the slideshow. Thank you very much for your participation in the stream so far. Chat, again, 0 people. And this is exactly what I was hoping for. I don't want anyone to see this. I don't need anyone watching my practice runs. I need to like be experienced before people start coming to my chat. 6 months from now, me is going to be really wishing I didn't say that. It's not going to be saying the same thing at all. But right now, I don't want anyone watching me. Nuh-uh. Imagine you're me and you want to be a Twitch streamer, but this is literally your first stream and you don't know what you're doing at all. First of all, you probably need to grow on other platforms. I have the left side of the screen as me, but I don't know how small or big it should be in terms of thinking about where I'm going to have to make this into a YouTube short or a TikTok. Like, what am I supposed to do? It does feel good to be live, though. I do need to make a point. Please do not come to my stream. The problem with that is I don't like get to practice because you decided to come to my stream and crash it and infringe upon my privacy. Look, I know I'm online and I'm choosing to be online and that anyone technically could come into the stream. I just don't want you to. This is my most vulnerable state. Do you understand how many mistakes I'm gonna make being a brand new streamer? I don't have the experience of going live. So if I have people in my chat, I'm too vulnerable. I can't. Do you see these OBS scenes? They're terrible. I don't know what's going on. It's like the Rowley meme. Don't come by the stream. Don't come by the stream, guys. What would I do if I were a streamer that did know what I was doing? If I would probably make the video just like full, and then you'd go there and then just put myself in the corner, right? Isn't that the normal like tech to do? Like something like this. Here, we'll center Mizkif and we'll get me, and then maybe we go there, maybe we go there, maybe we go there. Chat, does that work?
You're sitting there talking to a piece of...
Okay, so there's a couple points that he makes here.
Tip number 2, a classic you hear from everyone. Don't stream. Do not stream until you learn the other tips. Don't think you're gonna go live with 1 viewer, 2 viewers, and Shroud's just gonna all of a sudden raid you and you're gonna be a successful streamer. It won't happen. You will always be at 0 to 1 viewers. Do not click the start stream button. You will fail. There is about 1,000 people every second in every directory trying to be you with 0 to 1 viewers. Don't try it, you're gonna fail. It won't work. Do not even look at the start stream button until you've tried all these tips.
When you scroll through the Twitch directory of videos on any given category, like let's say it's Fortnite, you have the few people on top that are already really established and they have like a massive following. They're streaming to 1,000 people, 2,000, 3,000 people. And then below that, you have the people like a couple hundred, the mid-sized streamers. Then there's a whole bunch of just maybe thousands of other people. Keep scrolling down, you'll eventually get to like the 1 to 2 viewer people. You're never going to find them. This is the point that Mizkif is making. You're not going to grow that way. Like just the chance of somebody who is big rating you is so, it's infinitesimal, okay? What he said, okay? It's not gonna happen. And so you shouldn't try to grow on Twitch. And that is the conventional knowledge. I think most of you guys know that. Like you're supposed to grow on other platforms, then bring them over to Twitch. He says join Discord groups. Basically, so all of these tips, he's like, do not go live until you have done all of these. You need to join Discord groups of big streamers such as Ludwig, Small Ant, XQC, and anybody that you like that is like at least relatively big, so that there's people in the servers.
I want you to join Discord groups of streamers that you like, of communities can feel very cringy watching your streams because they know who you really are and it could feel forced and awkward.
I did like this point. The people in the Discord that you would connect with, you'd rather have them watching than like your friends.
I would know. I totally get that. That's how I felt when my friends would watch me. It felt very awkward. But Discord friends, it doesn't feel weird. It's great to have those friends because those people don't feel as weird. And also, they're going to probably be much more likely to watch your stream and interact with you.
Weeks to months in the Discord server, and like maybe I'm showing my bias towards this because I feel like I gotta go live and just do it. Just to wait that much longer feels
Work your way through being friends with these people and being friends with the moderators. You may be able to post your stream once in a while and people will know who you are.
It's still good advice. It's just ignoring a couple other vital things, in my opinion.
Or add a letter A to your username on Discord. This will allow you to be at the top of Discords. It's kind of a cheap way to find and get new followers or viewers when you're streaming, and it worked for me.
Potentially a really good one. I had no idea about that one. Overall, it's a really valuable video. I want to get through a couple of the other points so I can give like my full take on it, I guess.
Join offline communities. Just like Discord, offline chats are a great way to get viewers. If you assimilate yourself in those communities, you are with the most degenerate Twitch viewers ever. These guys know everything that's going on, have about 70 tabs of streamers open, and they definitely will add one.
Okay, so that's a good tip. So join Discord servers, join offline communities. I know it's ironic because I have 0 viewers and this guy has been wickedly successful. I just want to explain why, like the stuff that I'm taking from him that I'm definitely going to apply versus the things that like I do not find to be, for me, useful. Because I think this is interesting. Like I got to come up with like a plan for how I'm going to be able to make this like sustainable, you know, like work hard without burning out. Like that's the main thing I want to get to here.
Tip number 8. Grow with those around you.
I'm guilty of being the person who like never asks for help and just trying to do it all myself. Definitely didn't pre-watch this video.
This job will come with days where you don't want to work. This job is going to come with days where you don't want to entertain, but you have to fight through it. You can't just give up. You aren't established yet, and you will be replaced. If you keep working through those days, if you keep going through the mental fortitude, you can see endless success on Twitch. And I really do mean that. I think once you're out of the ELO hell of about 30 viewers, you really can grow to any length. It's up to you. My final tip I can give you is to breathe. The feeling of losing it all looms over a small streamer at any given time.
He's got this backstory of like the grit that he's putting in, and you have to like push through everything.
Of dozens of not only streamers, but entertainers in general that have gone through mental hardships and have lost their mind to the game of social media. Do not let this happen to you.
You don't want to lose your like whole mental health over it is what I'm saying. But that's a really important thing to think about.
And make sure your brain is happy throughout this whole thing. You won't enjoy any of your success. Eating healthy, staying fit, and constantly making the cogwheels in your brain turn are all things that will not only make you a better streamer, it will make you a happier streamer. I preface this and I really do mean it. Make sure you're constantly working on your mind and make sure that you are happy. I grinded on Twitch so hard. Not only my mental health, so many of my friends are depressed. They feel like their streaming brains have just turned their brains into mush, and they feel 1% of the capacity that they had before they started streaming.
He's keeping it more than a stack here, right? He's like, all of my friends are depressed. I was like kind of resonating with this video. It seemed kind of optimistic. Like, oh, you know, anyone can do it if you're willing to work hard. Like, here's the secrets. Like, you can get in there if you're willing to show up for a while, have a couple viewers, take care of yourself along the way. By the way, statistics say you are likely to become depressed if you do this. You don't want that, man.
A lot of this is because streamers stream every day, and all they're doing is being stressed, going and drinking these energy drinks.
I've seen Pirate Software say you have to stream 3 days a week minimum, three to 4 days a week. Obviously, I ain't full-time streamer yet. I'm just starting out, but
live, and they're just not doing long-term successful things. And I was one of them. But this year, I started reading, I started going to the gym actively, and I feel way healthier than I have in the past 4 years. My mental health was so bad 3 years ago that right when stream ended, I would crawl into bed, watch David Attenborough for hours, having panic attacks and trying to sleep, only to wake up 14 hours later with about 3 hours of good sleep and trying to entertain again. I'm very glad I took the leap of faith, and I'm glad that I grinded those 18 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Really genuine video. I really enjoyed it, but the contradiction for me here is saying I have no regrets of doing 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, didn't you say 10 seconds before that you were really depressed and ended up in a mental institute after having a couple panic attacks? That's rough, buddy. Like, I feel like at least some of that would have been caused by that hyper dedication to the craft. And like, I know I'm saying it's contradictory, that at the same time, I can't really fault him for having that, like, well, you know, I did it. I don't regret it. Like, I don't regret the hard work I put in, because look at where he is now. That's what he said. He's like, I have a successful stream because of all that work. And now I've been reading, going to the gym. That made a huge difference. The thesis here on his side of the argument is like, streaming is a lifestyle, and it will consume you if you let it. What I have to keep in mind here throughout this journey is like ways to not do that, such as reading and going to the gym. That's really legit. He's like, I did this thing, then it landed me in a mental hospital. I was absolutely horribly off. Streaming was like the very negative thing that caused this. So anyway, like that, just the contradiction there, where I want to try to do it differently, and being completely inexperienced here, this is going to show my like naiveness or whatever. This is the guy with experience. But what I have to say about it is that like, he may be the guy with experience, but his negative experience, and plus the book earlier this year, a couple books earlier this year that I read had a like big impact on me, where they were advocating for the idea that you don't have to kill yourself to have success. You've heard stories of entrepreneurs, you know, getting 5 hours of sleep so that they can just grind on their business for years, and that's what finally got the ball rolling. And that's some people's success stories, is that they did that, and they like, maybe it cost them some other sacrifices, like relationships oftentimes did. I, after doing some reading earlier this year and like looking at some studies, I would just say there are very successful people out there that work hard in a way that still makes them feel good and are less likely to burn out and is sustainable. My job, I think, is to figure out a consistent schedule that doesn't have me deciding that I need every minute of my time to be dedicated to it. I agree with what Ms. Kiff said about you will be a better streamer if you go out and do things besides streaming. You'll get better at streaming by streaming, but what are you gonna have to talk about if you're only sitting in your house all day streaming? I gotta go out and make a fool of myself in public at some point so I can talk about it on stream. You gotta ask out the cute girl at the coffee shop, or you gotta like go to the grocery store and try to strike up a conversation with a stranger so that when it is awkward, or if it went well, you can talk about something on stream. Like, if you're at home all day, what the heck are you gonna talk about? Like, eventually you run out of like past stories. Those past stories are more spontaneous. When you really need something to talk about, you can't count on them as easily as you can talk about like the easy pickpockets of stuff that happened in the last week. I believe heavily in that style of stream. I thought it might be funny to like look at some of what I should do and not do. And what I mean by that is February, March, April, May. Before I moved, I was recording 10 minutes a day of just trying to be entertaining on camera. So I was like, I wasn't really setting up scenes. I was just talking like this. Maybe a couple times I played Time Guesser. I have those videos saved. I think what needs to happen, because I haven't watched these videos in months, is we need to figure out what is entertaining and what isn't. I gotta figure out how to be a damn good streamer. Like, if I want to genuinely do this, I can't be bad. You see what I'm saying? Like I gotta watch the tapes, okay? Like there's just a level of studying that has to happen. So let's look at the tapes. Let's watch the practice. How do we want to do this? You put this full screen, you put the Logitech cam on top. I was not lying when I was telling you guys I'm figuring this out in real time. The expectation was not to have a single viewer on this stream. Can we get if we want to have another background back here, can we do that? So